Hey, um, I just want to say a few things. So, overall, my day's going pretty good, but I did want to talk about something that has been my goal for a very long time, which is to read more. Um, it's not been the greatest in the sense that, I'm not reading as much as I want to be, but also, I'm doing more reading than I have ever done in a very long time without being pretty much forced to read. Um, and so I guess I'll say, how have I started reading in the first place? The reason why I started reading, um, or sorry, let me backtrack this a little further. Why did I want to read in the first place? Uh, the reason why I wanted to read in the first place was because I have found this bottleneck when at work and trying to comprehend a lot of the words being thrown around, not just jargon and whatnot, but the, I guess, technical meanings behind each word, and the semantics behind it had led me to just identify this gap in reading comprehension. Further, I just wasn't able to hone in on being attentive to actually reading itself. So, now that I've identified a problem, how can I start reading? And for a long time, I have just been telling myself, okay, I'm going to read. As I go on my computer for, 4 hours in a day after work, and then don't end up doing that reading because, well, just frankly, I don't feel like it. I feel like reading is a chore, and unfortunately, it's just not fun for me. But I've clearly found a way to at least start to read. I'm no genius in it, and I don't ever think I will be, but I do think that from when I started to now and to myself a month from now and so on, I have drastically improved in my reading, and not just my reading, but my communication overall, my verbal and nonverbal communication. Okay, so that kind of addresses that addresses the problem, that addresses what didn't work. Now, let me bring you to what did work. So, I found this video called the breadcrumb method. It's a very interesting technique where it talks about pretty much introducing different levels of interaction from the user. Now, this is more prominent in like checkout pages on things like Amazon or just websites that you can buy things from, where we'll ask for your name, your address, and ultimately your credit card information, or some sort of payment method. And by doing these incremental steps of, what's your name, where's your address, what's your phone number, and then all eventually leading up to the payment method, it makes the customer journey much more approachable. Now, expanding that to work. In this case, my work is reading. So expanding it to that is where I found the breadcrumb method. The most difficult part in achieving a goal is actually starting that goal. I know that in order for me to improve, I need to read a lot, but also being told I need to read 1 hour, 2 hours, however many hours in a day is a little bit daunting. So what I've told myself instead is to approach it from a place of breaking it down even further. For example, I have this notebook next to me, in which I write down what I want to do, and then I put some boxes of time. Now this can be any sort of unit, but here you can see when I first started, I put 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. As you can see, I did not read at all on August 5th. That's why none of it's actually checked off. But going down to this one, this editing camping video, this is a little project that I've just been off-putting, but because I was able to just get myself started in the first place, I was able to do 10, 20, 30 minutes progressively. There was no tie, and in doing so, checking off these little boxes almost gave me a sense of accomplishment for doing these things. I don't need to have this goal of let's do 1 hour of editing. That's a bit too hard to rationalize in my head. It makes sense, but I just can't bring myself to do it. 10 minutes, I can do that. And so when you're actually doing that 10 minutes, you realize, okay, well, what's another 10 minutes? I could do another one of these. That's not so bad. And you eventually just lose track of time. Like the 30 and the 40 and the 50 mark are significantly easier than trying to hit 60 minutes from 0 to 100. And further, you can see with August 7th, I had some goals here to which I completed those, except the reading part. I didn't read. But with this most recent week, or this most recent weekend, I've told myself that, okay, I want to actually read. I want to take the actual time to read and put my attention towards it. And so I initially started off with just 30 minutes. You can see that I initially tried to do 40. I wasn't there. So I did 30 minutes. With the next day, I also did 30 minutes. Not too bad. The day after that, personal record, got 50 minutes. And just today, I changed the scale from 10, 20, 30 to 20, 40, 60, 80. So currently I'm at 80 minutes, personal record. I'm very excited to reach that, because I don't think I could do that. And on top of that, that doesn't account for this other book that I am reading. And I feel that both, I don't know if this other book is fiction or nonfiction. It reads like fiction, but it is based on historical events. It has made my communication overall, I think, a little bit better. To be fair, one of the books is about communication itself, so I do understand why it is helping. But it's just something that I'm proud of, that I've been able to do in the past, little bit in the past few days. And one thing that I read on a different YouTube video is, this isn't necessarily me boasting. Well, it kind of is. I am proud of this accomplishment. I don't know if that's boastful, but I wanted this to serve more as a benchmark, a raw data point in my goal of eventually achieving that end goal of communication, even though I don't know what it looks like, but I want to strive to get better at it. Yeah, I think that's it. I've attached some additional me reading out loud for about 50 minutes as like a time lapse at the end here. But otherwise, yeah, that's all. See ya.